Hi, this is Ron Janish, and we're developing a new version of Precision Trader, one that will be better and greater than anything we've ever had before. In the past, we had automated charting software which gave Elliott wave analysis and enabled you to use Fibonacci tools and use the lines that Babson and Dr. Alan Hall Andrews used. But in the future, this is all going to be pretty much automated, in addition to having the capability to mess around with the chart and do this. First of all, what is Elliott wave, for those of you that don't know? It's an incredibly complex theory that has the certain ideas about how the prices move and that they move in a certain fashion. And we'll show you more detail about that in a minute. And what's Andrews? Well, Andrews is Dr. Alan Hall Andrews, and Dr. Alan Hall Andrews is someone I had the privilege of meeting and spending time with and learning from. And he developed some techniques for understanding how far markets will go and understanding the strength and weakness of a trend. And so, let me give you some examples of how it works, make it a little easier. When doing the power trend technique, which is one of the many features in the new software, the power trend technique looks for the two. Now, Elliott wave says that markets generally go through 5 or more waves, and so the theory is that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves or more in a thrust direction, and you have 3 or more waves that are counter trend in the counter trend correction, when the market is just kind of messing around, going sideways, right, or going back a little bit. And the name of the game, in order to do power trend investing, is to find pivot number 2. And what we've done is we've put together an ebook that'll be released in a while, and we presently have a video that is good for accompanying the ebook and also goes into great detail about the techniques. And without further ado, I'm going to give you some examples. Elliott wave theory says that prices generally will go at least the distance that is equal to the move from the low here to here over to here. Let me show you. If you say this is 0 and this is 1, you say this distance is 100%, and you project it forward, and there it is. If you measure it from here, let's give you another example. This is the 2 as demonstrated in the book that coming out with and the video. And if we simply take the high here and the low here, and we take that distance and project it from the 2, 100% is over here. Okay? Now with Andrews' theory, Andrews says that, well, in 80% or more of the cases, prices will make it to the median line. And sure enough, this red line in the middle is the median line, and prices went past there. Let's see some more examples. Well, okay, here's a nice 2. So this 2, once again, the way we identify it in the book. And what we do in order to find the 2 is we look for a very specific, easy to understand Elliott wave pattern. And then we look for a very specific, easy to understand Andrews measurement. And that's what we do. And so take this one here, take the distance from here to here, and project it from the 2. And here's the 100% point, here's the 161 point. The fact of the matter is quite often when markets are in an advancement, they go past the 161.8% point, not just the 100% point. Okay. Now, does it make the 100% point every time? Not in this lifetime, and probably not in the future either. Let's take a look. Here's an example of a textbook 2. Prices didn't make it up to the 100% point of this distance. Did they make it to the median line? Let's take a look. Absolutely. Well, Andrews was right. Now, here we have another example of a 2. In this particular case, as you can obviously guess, prices not only made it to the 100% point, but far beyond the 162% and the 262% point. And they easily made it to the median line. Okay? So that gives you some idea of how this works. Now, does this also work in stocks? Yes, it does. It can also be applied in stocks. A specific example is on my blog in seekingalpha.com. Early January, and right now we are on the first day of February. In early January, I wrote an article about 3 dividend-paying stocks that pay a high dividend. Here's one of them, and here's the move up. Down we go. Wrote the article somewhere around here, and up we go now. And these are paying like 10, 15%, something outrageous in the way of a dividend. Okay, and you can see obviously that they made it past the median line. There was 3 stocks I featured, and this was another stock in that article. It was this one here, and this one's very close to that 100% point and has a ways to go to the 162% point. And what was the third one I featured in there? Let's see, RSO, MIT, and DX. There it is. Okay. Here was the third one. And this one's getting very close to the median line and the 100% point. Okay? Just to give you an example, but to give you an example of a whole bunch of other stocks that caught our eye recently. Whoop. Well, that doesn't work well. Let's see if we can fix this quickly and easily. So here was the 2, and this one made it up to the 162% point, but didn't make it up to the median line. BOH made it past the median line and past the 100% point. This one here, we didn't draw anything in on. Here's something with Spain. Did not make it to the median line, but made it past the 100% point. FMC made it past the median line and past the 162% point. UUV made it past the 100% point and past the median line. And this is something that would typically be expected in a bull market. Here's one that didn't make it much past the median line at all, couldn't even get there, but did make it past the 100% point. So, this is to give you some idea of the technology that we're looking at adding in Precision Trader. Until the program comes out, until the new version comes out, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be letting people have a deeper, richer understanding of some of the techniques that we use in that new version of the software, and one of them is the power trend investing. Let's see if we can up. Here we go. And so let's take a look at the table of contents. What we do is we take it from the point of assumption that the reader doesn't know anything about the topic. And And so what we do is we talk about Elliott wave theory in a very limited form. In terms of what we do is we give them the rules that we think are necessary in order to help find the two and to function with that. The complete understanding of Elliott wave is just too complicated to cover in a small book. Then what we do is we take a look at Andrews, and rather than look at all of Andrews' techniques, which are really only covered in the Advanced Andrews course, what we do is we take a very small portion of the Andrews techniques and look at those, and then we show how it's combined. Okay, and then we get into the 3 steps, and there are 3 important steps that need to be taken. And after completion of the 3rd step, you're ready to go. So, and you got to take the 3 steps, okay? And so that is what we have. At the present time, you can go to Power Trend Investing and look around some more. There's 1 or 2 more videos you can see there. And hope you support the project. Thank you for your time.